Hi crafty friends, have y'all seen these little letter boards at Dollar Tree? Well, I had an idea. So what I did was I took off the bottom rail. Oh gosh, maybe it's the top rail, I don't know. But at first I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to take them off because I'm gonna use those little fabric strips to put on the background. But then once I got it off and started measuring out how I needed the strips of fabric to go, I realized I really didn't need to. So I didn't take any more off because the letters slide in between those rails. So there's enough give in there where we can just squish the fabric in. That's a technical squish. Yeah, I know. So I'm just cutting it down to the size that I need. The middle one is a little bit different size. It's just a tad smaller than the other two. So I got those all ready to go. And I love this little bee fabric. I think it's just adorable. And the cool thing, you guys, is the letters, they're double-sided. So even though I end up distressing my letters, I could completely turn them over and do something, make another letter board with it. So I just used a little bit of water and acrylic paint to make it more like a stain. I didn't want it to be black. I thought that would be too stark, but I like this gray, how it turned out. So I just grabbed some Mod Podge and I'll just start getting the fabric put in there. And like I said, you can kind of just squish the fabric underneath there. And then I've got this little tool. I don't even know what it is. I got it at Dollar Tree and I was like, I think I need that for something. So I probably don't use it for its intended purpose, but that's okay. We can make it work. So once I get the strip of fabric on there, then what I'll do is I'll put a coat of Mod Podge over the top. That way it's really secure on there, and then we'll let that dry up completely. So here's that little tool I was talking about where you can just kind of slide it right under there. And then while that was drying, I took out the letters I needed, and then I just used some of the painter's tape and flipped it up so that they would stick on there. And then that's the easiest way for me to do anything to them with distressing or anything like that. That way it holds it in place and your hands don't get all dirty. So we'll get those the way we want, and you could totally skip this step if you wanted to, but I thought it would just be fun to add a little bit of distressing. So then I thought about it as I was doing this, and I was like, I know they're meant to, slide in each letter and then have a little space in between, but I decided, okay, see, look at that dress. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so I decided not to have a little space in between on mine. And I'll show you what I did here in a minute. So I've just taken some sandpaper, and we are just going to sand off the edges since the fabric kind of hung over. It sands so nicely and cleans up really, really well. But look how cute that is. See how I made the letters all like one big tile? I love how that looks. All right, friends, thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow for more.